Now, is this like an all-time record of how many uploads we've done in a day? I kid you not, this is like the 6th upload we've done today, and it's not stopping because we're on our grind for the month of July. Now, they dropped game update number 11. I'm gonna go ahead and explain it and all of that. All that I ask in return is for you to hit that like button or a subscribe button. We stream each and every single day at 1 a.m. Eastern on Twitch. And then the description box has the how to become a member, as well as the Discord link, all of my socials, and other YouTube channels as well. So game update 11, we start off with online head-to-head, which is probably the most important update because it pertains to us Diamond Dynasty players. So first thing is pinpoint pitching adjustments. They went ahead and said the release timing and direction now have a less lenient criteria for good and perfect pitches. This is perfect. That means that if you mess it up just slightly, you're not going to be getting perfect anymore. So you can't be saying, damn, I hung that curveball and it said perfect release. Now, since less lenient, you're just going to be getting good, okay, whatever it is. And now you will see why your pitches are actually hanging. And then it says, note, this change can also be seen when using competitive gameplay style settings in offline modes. All right. That doesn't really go ahead and affect us too much in terms of that. And then from the devs in particular, they had a message for us. They said, we knew that pinpoint pitching would be a very difficult mechanic to master for some players, and we knew we were going to need to make changes at some point once we got the feedback and the data. Now that we have the data, we agree with the feedback that it is just a little bit too easy right now in a competitive setting. This new change will make the timing window for good and perfect a little bit harder to achieve. So a lot of people have been saying, hey, I'm tired of them dotting up pitches, and the entire game you only get inside heaters and then outside off-speed pitches, and never do you get any pitches near the middle of the strike zone for you to go ahead and hit home runs off of or just tee off of. They said, we agree with you guys, it shouldn't be like that. Now, less accuracy even when using pinpoint. To me, that's a W. Because I'm trying to get fastballs right down the middle and turn on them, even though I know for sure on legend difficulty I'm still going to be swinging and missing because I don't know why. Now, contact hitting adjustments. Thank you. This is probably the most important one. This is contact swing is now less effective when used by power hitters. Thank you. I was tired of going into ranked seasons. I was tired of going into Battle Royale and everyone and their mother would be contact swinging just to foul the pitches off. The higher the power, the greater the loss in miles per hour when you use the contact swing. Beautiful. This change should now display a more accurate trade-off between each swing type for higher power batters. So that means if you're using Tony Gwynn, his contact hitting card, and you use contact, you're going to be getting good base hits. They're not going to have the same exit velo, but in particular, when you're using someone like Giancarlo Stanton and you're using contact, the ball isn't going to fly off his bat, even if you get perfects. I think that is the biggest W we've had so far. Now from the devs, contact swing was implemented to allow for shortening your swing and help extend at-bats with 2 strikes. That basically means allow them to foul off as many pitches as you possibly want or execute hit and runs at the expense of powers. While examining the community feedback this year, we noticed that players with exceptionally high power attributes were not being impacted enough by using contact swing. The effects of using contact swing should sacrifice exit velo for an easier timing window, easier check swings, and easier fouled off pitches. Please also reduce the fouled off pitches in this game. If it's in the outer circle, not inside the inner circle, I don't care if it's me. Just strike the hitter out. And then R2 viewing pitch history. Batters pressing R2 to view pitch history will no longer impact the gesture portion of pinpoint pitching for the defensive player. Like, these three, they've been W's. If R2 is pressed at the same time or after the pitch motion is started, R2 will no longer interrupt the defensive user. If the batter presses R2 before the pitch motion has started, the motion will not start. I love that. I love that. No more me complaining whenever I'm about to throw a pitch and then my opponent just like perfectly knows, okay, he's about to select the pitch right now. I'm gonna press R2. Thank you. And then from the devs, once again, I like this. I like when it says from the devs because we get to like have a one-on-one conversation with them, or they get to like interact with us a little bit more. It says, we intended R2 to be used in a way to let the batter stop the pitcher from quick pitching and take a breath. And of course, see the pitch repertoire and pitch history. Oh, so that's the purpose of R2. I thought the purpose of R2 was basically, you know what I'm saying, to see the pitching repertoire and pitch history. I thought that was the entire purpose. I think what they should do is make the pitch repertoire like permanent, and then R2 just be pitch history. But the repertoire should be permanent. I should be seeing it, and it should fade away once the pitch is coming, just like the strike zone fades away once the pitch is coming. I think I for some reason I can't remember if it does or not. So in real baseball, it might be equivalent to the batter keeping their foot out of the box, for example. For that reason, we don't want to simply remove the feature entirely, but unfortunately we've seen players misusing it and causing grief for those players who use pinpoint pitching. We hope this change alleviates some of that grief going forward. I mean, you can step out of the box by just pressing down on the D-pad and basically ask for time. I think pitching repertoire should be able to be seen at all times. And then if you want to stop somebody from quick pitching, then allow us to have like 2 to 3 like chances per at bat to ask for time. But at the same time, I don't want that to happen either. So I guess just keep it as pitch history and keep it as it is. But the fact that it doesn't interrupt pinpoint pitching is a humongous W. So other changes and fixes, excuse me. Added confirmation to a dialogue to the friendly quit acceptance flow. So now, before you just go ahead and accept the friendly quit, because now all you have to do is press X and it like automatically accepts it, it's gonna ask you, are you sure you're gonna want to friendly quit? Users are no longer able to back out of the bullpen screen following a second mound visit. I never knew that was even possible. Fix a freeze that could happen when a ground ball is hit to second and thrown to first. Yo, you imagine you just hit a ground ball to second base and your game freezes? Fix the freeze that could happen when the ball was hit to specific areas in the outfield. That sucks. Fix the freeze that could happen on a very late bunt attempt. And then miscellaneous. Darren O'Day no longer tips his pitches after selecting the pitch. It's over. Before you could tell when he was throwing a sinker, when he was throwing a fastball, when he was throwing a slider. Now that you don't know, Darren O'Day, the silver card in Battle Royale, the diamond card in ranked seasons, it's going to be a problem, especially on Hall of Fame difficulty. His pitching motion is going to be a problem too. Fix an issue in franchise and exhibition that scheduled starting pitchers cannot be put into the lineup instead, even after selecting a different starting pitcher. So I don't really do none of that exhibition or franchise, so we don't really talk about that. But in general, this is the biggest W update we've had by a mile from MLB The Show 21. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get on the game tomorrow and play some ranked seasons, play some Battle Royale, and bring you guys some more awesome content. If you did end up enjoying today's content, like button, red subscribe button, and then last but not least, everything else is inside the description box. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out. And real quick, make sure you guys are watching my ranked seasons and Battle Royale gameplay videos. Make sure you guys help those pop off as well. Because if you guys help those pop off as well, it's going to allow us to basically tap into a whole different community than the guides community and new player communities. It's going to bring us the experience community as well. And it's going to help loyalty basically grow and expand further than what it currently is. And yes, I also did put this in the video to go ahead and make the 8-minute threshold in order to add more ads to the video. But you know what I'm saying? We trying to make some bread out here too. Love y'all. But at least I'm being 100% transparent.